The universe is full of magical things, patiently waiting for our wits to grow sharper. The National Health Research Conference is a reflection of those who have already sharpening their wits. So research is about looking at what we're doing and coming up with ways to improve our value and performance.
2019 saw to the Ministry of Health and Wellness celebrating their 10th year hosting the National Health Research Conference. The platform provides individuals and groups with the opportunity to design and conduct health research to provide evidence to guide policy and practice.
This research conference forms part of our core work. Quality research allows us to drive continuous improvements and access quality health services. Our commitments to the Sustainable Development Goals and the realization of universal health require and demand this.
The two-day conference explored developments in mental health, sickle cell disease, advances in medicine, nutrition, and best practices in health. Several speakers also presented their findings into research on non-communicable diseases.
There's no greater challenge that we face in this country from a public health perspective than the challenge of our non-communicable diseases. Again, the data is very clear. That's what takes us into very challenging waters as individuals in terms of one ailment or another, cardiovascular disease, cancers, and I could go on, or collectively as a family, as a community, and as a country. That is a big challenge. 1 in 3 Jamaicans are hypertensive. 1 in 8 living with diabetes, 1 in 2 overweight or obese, and we could go on in terms of that data.
So, like Dr. Tufton already said, I think hypertension and diabetes is one of the global problems facing everybody, not just in the Caribbean or just Jamaica. And in 2017, more than 400 million people globally had this chronic disease. And it costs around an average of 65 million in Latin America and the Caribbean economically. And in Jamaica, almost 200,000 people have type 2 diabetes.
Samuel Owusu's research focused on common alternative therapy used by people with chronic non-communicable diseases.
So what is a complementary alternative medicine? It's a practice, knowledge, or belief that incorporates plant, animal, mineral-based medicine, spiritual therapies, exercise, and manual techniques to treat their diseases. And in just Jamaica, almost 8,000 medicinal treatments, including 700 vitamins and 60 herbal remedies, are registered in Jamaica. So what was our objectives for this study? Our objectives was to find people who used common alternative therapies for treatment in Western Jamaica. So 4 parishes in Western Jamaica was our main focus, and to also examine the prevalence and predictors of CAM usage among people with hypertension and type 2 diabetes.
The study revealed that persons diagnosed with hypertension used common alternative therapy such as herbal medications, diet modification, and exercise. They also used nutritional supplements such as vitamins and practiced relaxation techniques. Similarly, persons with diabetes practiced changing their diet, including reducing oil and salt intake, using relaxation techniques, exercising, and spiritual healing. Delving further, he shared the herbs that people were using for common alternative therapy. For hypertension, of significant use was garlic, soursop, cerci, and guinea hen weed. Persons with diabetes also used cerci, bell pepper, coconut water, and king of the forest.
We concluded that a high percentage of people use complementary medicine in western part of Jamaica to treat their hypertension and type 2 diabetes. And most of the people did not discuss this with their healthcare providers. They can use these results to design patient educational intervention to ensure proper use and mitigation of harmful effects of common alternative medicine. And how can we do this? We can do this by integrating CAM usage into the medical curriculum. We can also encourage physicians to talk to their patients about common alternative treatment use. And we can also tell patients to be more honest about their common alternative treatment use, because it can be either helpful or harmful for them.
That's why events of this kind are so important, because because it is a focus on the challenges we face. It is dissecting of that challenge or those challenges, and it is an attempt at coming up with new and improved ways, solutions to taking on those challenges.